Day 23, Genesis chapter 32, 33, and 34. Many people are quietly wrestling with fear, with past mistakes, with relationships they don't know how to fix, with the hope that things will be different soon. Today, we encounter a raw account of fear, strategy, transformation, compromise, and consequences. The Bible says Jacob was in great fear and distress. He had heard that Esau was coming to meet him with 400 men. Jacob didn't pray and sit still. He divided the people, the flocks, the herds, and the camels into two groups, thinking, if Esau comes and attacks one group, the group that is left may escape. Faith does not erase fear, but fear exposes what we rely on first. Jacob prayed, yes, but he also calculated. He planned. He prepared for the worst. Many of us do the same. We say we trust God, but we still divide our options, a backup plan, an emergency fund, an emotional escape route. A just in case this fails mindset, and God does not rebuke Jacob for preparing. But this story invites us to ask, am I preparing wisely? Or am I preparing because I don't fully trust God with the outcome? Preparation is good, but preparation without surrender keeps anxiety alive. Jacob sent gifts ahead to Esau and instructed his servants carefully. Be sure to say, your servant Jacob is coming behind us. He even admitted his motive. I will pacify him with these gifts. Perhaps he will receive me. This is conflict management at its most human level. Jacob lowered himself. He sent generosity ahead. He tried to soften anger before facing it. But the whisper here is that Jacob was still trying to control the narrative instead of trusting God to change hearts. How many of us do this today? Over-explaining to avoid rejection, over-giving to avoid conflict, over-apologizing for things we didn't actually do wrong. Yes, humility matters, but self-erasure is not the same as humility. Are you making peace, or are you buying acceptance? Then that night, Jacob was left alone, and a man wrestled with him until daybreak. This moment changes everything. Jacob wrestles, is wounded, refuses to let go, and hears the words, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome." Jacob didn't win by overpowering God. He won by refusing to run anymore. Israel means one who wrestles with God. That means faith isn't passive, growth isn't painless, transformation isn't instant. Sometimes the breakthrough you want is on the other side of the struggle you keep avoiding. Don't be afraid of the wrestling. You may limp afterward, but you'll walk forward with a new name. Another whisper is when Esau finally meets Jacob and something unexpected happens. Esau offers protection. "Let me leave some of my men with you." And Jacob replies, "Why do that? Just let me find favor in the eyes of my Lord." This is subtle but powerful. Jacob no longer tries to manage Esau. He no longer negotiates safety through strategy. He simply accepts peace without strings. Sometimes real reconciliation happens when we stop trying to manage outcomes. In this season of your life, not every relationship needs guarding. Not every apology needs an explanation. Not every peace offering needs control. Sometimes, peace is just peace. Genesis 34 suddenly shifts the tone. Dinah is violated and Jacob says, "Nothing." His sons, however, are burning with anger. Because their sister Dinah had been defiled, Jacob's sons replied deceitfully. Their silence turns into deception. Their grief turns into manipulation. This is a hard truth. Unaddressed pain does not disappear, it mutates. Jacob avoided conflict. His sons chose violence. Don't let fear of discomfort create future destruction. Lastly, the men of the city agreed to circumcision to gain economic advantage. All the men who went out of the city gate agreed. They consented without discernment. They followed leadership without questioning motives. Agreement without understanding is dangerous, whether in faith, business, relationships, or leadership, ask questions. Seek clarity. Don't follow blindly. When Jacob's sons decided to attack, they justify it with one question. Should he have treated our sister like a prostitute? Their pain is real. Their outrage is understandable. But righteous anger does not excuse destructive actions. This is a sobering lesson for today. Being hurt does not give us permission to harm. Heal before you react. Seek justice, not revenge. Don't let pain decide your next move. Be reminded that growth can sometimes be messy. If you're entering this new year trying to do better, be wiser, heal old wounds, walk differently, take heart. God meets people who wrestle. God reshapes people who refuse to let go. God redeems stories that are still unfinished. And sometimes the limp you carry is proof that you survived the Ezites.